Hello everyone and welcome back to Eternal Darkness. Last time we had the dubious pleasure of witnessing Antony's unfortunate and ultimately pointless demise. However, thanks to his sacrifice, Alexandra now knows the enchant item spell, which allowed her to explore the upper floor of the mansion and get her hands on the next chapter page. I also did some tinkering with the emulator, and now we can see shadows. These were invisible before, not that it makes too much of a difference. We don't have the high quality shadows that we have in modern games, but it's a nice touch. However, those green effect, that green screen on each transition, when the game goes from parchment to in-game graphics, still exists. Unfortunately, I can't get rid of that. So, that said, let us begin the gift of forever.
Dreams. Modern psychology offers only unproven theories. Some see them as the meaningless tossing and turning of a brain settling into a restful sleep. Others see them as laden with symbols of our unconscious desires. To still others, dreams represent the upwelling of the archetypes, normally hidden deep within the recesses of the human collective unconscious. Of one thing I am certain. After a brush with the ancients, our dreams metamorphosize into nightmares.
I have implored you for years, yet you ignore all my advances. You dominate my dreams, and I can think of nothing else. I fear I desire you many 100 times more than you love me.
My life has become a waking dream, Karim. For weeks, I have dreamed of an ancient treasure so precious that it changes all life around it. It must be mine, Karim. If you truly desire me, as you say, then you will find this for me. Bring this treasure to me, and I will be yours. Both of our dreams will come true.
I need nothing more than you. You have enthralled me to the point where I can think of nothing else. Promise, if I leave, you will not forget about me.
You need not worry. I desire nothing more than the treasure that you seek. Leave now, Karim, and I shall await you.
And here we are. We're back here, where Pius Augustus first laid his hands on the artifact, which rather turned him into a slave of Uliauth. Karim is a nobleman in Persia. If you noticed, we're now about 600 years after Pius Augustus came here. The place seems to have changed, had a little facelift. However, the portents are the same. An important figure starts having dreams of a powerful artifact and sends someone to retrieve it. In this case, this poor sap, Karim. Karim is a young, strong man, as you can see by his life bar. He also is a competent swordsman. Carrying a tulwar. The tulwar is a curved blade with a heavy chopping edge. Most tulwars had a circular hilt and pommel. making them easy to recognize. Along with that, he has an enchanted item on him, an ancient talisman that has been in Karim's family for many generations. It is said to bestow long life on those that have kept it. This item can be used to restore health. I doubt that Karim's family knew that they have an item which is blessed by the ancients. And a chakram. A chakram was a favored throwing weapon through Central Asia in medieval times. A balanced string of metal, sometimes beautifully decorated. It would be hurled at an attacker. Heavy chakrams could sever limbs or heads, however, they were not designed to return to the thrower. As you can see, this is not like the chakram that Xena, warrior princess, had. It won't come back to our hands. In any case, pro tip, in case you have a girl who you like, and you're after her for quite a long time, and she treats you like this, that means she's a slut. She's not worth your time. Karim is a fool for trusting her, but then again, and for chasing after her for 5 years, at least 5 years, well, we don't know how many years it is. In any case, thanks to her, he's gonna risk his life, like this poor sap here. A man's corpse lies fallen. Wounds cover the exposed flesh of his body where his armor has failed. I wonder what happened to him. And we're back here. The Chamber of Lost Souls. However, something's different. We have another soul lost. Lost for nothing. In the grand design of the ancients. Cradled in what appears to be a leathery hand lies a mysterious book. It is bound in human skin and intricately decorated with shrunken bones. It beckons and yearns to be possessed. And now that Karim has the tome in his possession, the corpses rise up to stop him, but we're smarter than them. We can go down the ladder. They can't. However, here we have these blue bastards. Let's chop them up, Karim. Let's go, my friend. There we go. And now we can get our hands on this. A statuette, vaguely resembling a man, stands atop a low pedestal. What can we learn about this? A crudely sculpted statuette of a man. It seems particularly heavy for its size. However, it doesn't matter how heavy it is, it fits in Karim's pockets, and Karim can lift like a motherfucker. As you can see, when this particular monster struck us, it also drained some of Karim's magical energy. Yeah. Something else that I mentioned before is that this place has seen definitely a lot of renovations in the 6 centuries between Pius's last visit, because this is the place that this is where Pius first entered this labyrinth underground. As you can see, it's quite changed. There's something in the middle of the room now. An arcane shrine dominates the room. Braziers surround its edge, while a larger one tops its summit. No doubt, each one would be filled with incense to facilitate prayers to insidious deities. Now there are also these circular pressure plates on the floor. If you step on them, you can see that the braziers light up. We have to use these to keep them depressed. However, there's 2 more. So we can't do anything right now. The only way ahead is through this barrier. What can we learn about this? A coruscating barrier blocks Karim's progress down the ladder. Its shimmering energies create the vision of a rune upon its surface. That means we cannot go through unless we have the correct rune, but we just acquired it, so the barrier dissolves before our might, Now we can climb down. As you can see, even the stairwells have changed. The place has been dug quite extensively. It's more like a mine. Or perhaps someone has dug to find something even more important further below. More of them. I really should have enchanted my blade. But oh well. Sit down. Another statuette, vaguely resembling a man, stands atop a low pedestal. This one is black. I don't think it has any particular significance, the color of it. However, here we have a stone tablet lies on the floor, leaning against the wall. Another magical codex. However, it is for a rune we do not currently possess. Anything different here? No, same description. This is a dead end, unfortunately, so we have to turn back. This is one of the greatest chapters of the game. The music is excellent. Karim is a very likable character, and the things we learn are of particular importance for later on in the game. So, place another statuette, equip ourselves with the chakrams, and step on the last pressure pad rather. Some trappers. Let's get rid of them. Missed. There we go. The shrine has risen from the floor, exposing what appears to be a lifting mechanism. Let's descend. Now this looks familiar. This, however, doesn't. Another corpse sprawled on the floor. And it's not the only one. Lying in a pool of cold blood is a dead soldier. He is the victim of an unseen battle. Perhaps this man died from the claws of the monsters of this place. It is difficult to tell. Poor man. Him as well as his friend, who made a more gruesome demise. A man lies dead, anointed in blood from the ravages of a tulwar sword. The wounds, deep and numerous, seep fresh blood. Precise, yet powerful. The result of a man's actions, not a monster's. Now Karim has acquired another tulwar. Karim can now wield two tulwars simultaneously. And this is why Karim is awesome. Now let's enchant these, because we'll be needing them. As you can see, whoever had stabbed this man in the back did it with good reason. Inside him is one of the most hideous monsters in the game, a bone thief. It lurks within the bodies of men. And when they die, when you kill them, it bursts forth, just like what happened with the monks at the end of Anthony's chapter. These insidious creatures have a bad habit of trying to take over their own character's body. If they manage to do it, they die instantly. There we go. Another dead man. Who were these men whose corpses litter the dungeon? Unwary soldiers who stumbled inside? Or grave robbers looking to plunder it? A crumpled scroll lies under the dead man's curled fingers. Excellent, and now we can recover our health. Now this looks familiar, doesn't it? A metallic plaque replaces the lock. A colored sigil is engraved in the metal above a wide slot. The slot appears to be wide enough to insert a large blade. We don't have a large blade, however we have two regular-sized ones. Oh crap. No, no. Oh no, you don't. Ah, here we go. See, now we do not have the corresponding rune, so we cannot pass through here. Let's explore further. You see, there's another door that wasn't here before, and inside it is a horror. We gotta chop its heads off before it chops ours. The lightning coursing through its body makes our life difficult, but it will eventually fall and hand over the rune it houses within its body. Also, we can get our hands on a stone tablet which lies amidst the dust on the plinth. This is quite a decorated place. Rather chamber. Perhaps it has some special significance other than housing a muscular horror. Trappers. Now I could use them to replenish my sanity, but I don't need to do that. I do need to recover my health though. Let me... rather, do I even have? I don't have the, a tattered scroll from an ancient text. It reads, "This spell enables a transfer of magical power from the environment to the self. Restoration of the body, spirit, and mind is this spell's purpose." I don't have the required runes yet, so I'll have to use Karim's... Jesus Christ! That never happened. Karim's talisman. There we go.
My dear Alex, I will always be at your side. There are times when insanity takes hold, and nothing seems right. During those times, I will help you. Fear not, for I will keep the darkness away.
This isn't really happening.
Indeed it isn't, Karim. This is someone else's vision. Ah, company. There we go. Tucked into a niche within the wall, a stone tablet is found. Excellent, and now we can cast the recover spell. I'm going to assign it here and use it because our health is a little low at the moment. And you see this door that led Pius Augustus to the artifacts of the ancients is is blocked. The aged ceiling has collapsed, creating an impassable pile of rubble that blocks the doorway. Excuse me, but my throat seems to be to have a problem. But anyway, Let's see what lies here. Aha, the Persian Excalibur. A large Ramdao broadsword protrudes from a solid pedestal made of stone. It awaits its next owner. Yes, Karim will try to pull it from the stone. This is an awesome weapon, capable of chopping these enemies in half in a single stroke. Watch this. Now I ran out of sanity, so each time an enemy looks at me, I'm losing health instead. This, as you can imagine, is not very good. Alright. Next. There we go. I'm gonna try enchanting the blade. Wonderful. Now things start getting a little dangerous. There we go. Ah! Turn my back on me. Bad move. Alright. There you go. And the final batch of monsters. Oh crap, no. Another? Come, no! Man, things are getting out of hand here. And now we have the magical rune of Ulioth, which means if I use a recover spell with the rune of Ulioth, I will recover magic instead of health. Alright, we're done here. Let's recover our health a little bit because I messed up. I messed up badly. Once more. Alright. Now we have a large broadsword and we have the corresponding alignment rune, which means that back here we can enchant our Ramdao with the rune of Ulioth. And also assign it because enchantment of Chaturga is not going to be too helpful here. Alright, I have to use it. Right. Oh no. I managed to do it. Right. Ramdao manages to smash even these creatures into pieces with one stroke. Now this is another new area. This wasn't here before. Let's climb this ladder. Oh, more trappers. Should take care of them. There we go. Because what is in this room is something very, very important later on in the game. A ruby effigy stands upon the pedestal centered in the room. This will help us immensely, and its significance is not obvious until very late in the game. Now this is obviously a place that has been excavated, full of rubble and soil in the walls. Along the length of the corridor, the ceiling has given way and collapsed, littering the floor with debris. Karim, however, can't climb over it. I can hear you. Chop 3 heads with 1 stroke. That's the way to do it. Now what do we have here? A blasphemous sculpture made from human skin and bone. A trestle of bones is cradled within this shrine, like a nightmarish bookstand, beckoning to be used. Well, if it is a bookstand, we know what we must do. Place a book. Let's pick it up again, before moving on. And this is about the time where I will have to thank you for watching thus far. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next time, where we conclude Karim's adventures inside this forsaken labyrinth. Till then, take care.